Game week 12. Really getting to the vital point of the season, the final furlong, last 3 games, and I'm ill. I'm very ill, so I'm probably going to be doing the majority of the vlogging from the floor tonight. Enjoy. Steve. I'm poorly.
You're poorly?
Yeah.
I did wonder why you weren't.
I'm on the floor and I don't see myself getting up.
Not bad. What are you still?
Just poorly, Steve. So tonight we are playing FC Snoozemia then, sorry, just trying to hold back the throwing up there. Yes, tonight we are playing FC Snoozemia, who are kind of mid-table at the minute. Obviously they're a very good side. Every single game we've played against them has been, yeah, really tight, really physical, and a really all-round good match. But they didn't turn up for their game last week, and if you remember from last season's videos, they didn't turn up for their last 3 games of last season either. So half of us are actually wondering whether they're even going to be here tonight and whether we're actually going to have a game at all. So any bruise? I thought there'd be bruises.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Bez is back. Now obviously it wouldn't be ideal if we weren't to have a game. That's a loud whistle, that is. You are fully fit, as they say now.
Yeah, so I played Sunday.
Okay, no pain?
No pain at all.
Good, that's what we like.
Hopefully come back and win in form.
Yeah, and save some things with the hands. Obviously it wouldn't be ideal to not have a game tonight, because at the end of the day we want to play as much football as possible, but that would also hand us a nice comfortable 5-0 victory, which in terms of the title race would be very handy. There we go. We have a Snoozemia player. Looks a bit confused as to where his teammates might be right now, but as far as we know, game's on. And in terms of coming back towards the end of the season, I think it's fair to say that we've probably got the tougher of the run. We've got Snoozemia, we've got BFSB, and we've got the Bohemians. 3 tough teams there. BFSB as well, quite similar. I believe they've got the Bohemians. Obviously they've got us, and I'm not sure who they've got in that last game. But it's going to be a tight run to the season. All we can do is keep winning our games, putting the pressure on then, and then if it comes down to that big game next week, then what a game that's going to be. So you've been bounced, mate. Had a fine run of form in goal, and then Grez comes back and he's straight back out, mate. That's all it was. Who are you playing for? So I've actually got up off the floor then for some surprising news. Snoozemia just turning up in the corner over there, so we will have a game. But this kid, I don't know what he's called, like Michael or something like that maybe, who we've seen play 5 or 6 times for Bohemians, and when he's played for them he's been their best player by an absolute mile. Scored 2 goals against us when we played Bohemians earlier in the season. Just coming along, got himself a cheeky little transfer to FC Snoozemia for the evening, it appears. Didn't particularly appear like they knew who he was, but yeah, he's over there with the rest of that squad, and it looks like he will be playing for Snoozemia tonight. Oh. Got the arrival of the Creasy Bowling Society. Look at that lean. Geezer's so rowdy. Not only do we find it that some teams bring in the odd ringer here and there, but they've actually brought in a ringer from an opposing team in the same league, which obviously is completely fine. There's no contracts, there's no registrations to particular teams in this league. I think pretty sure Chob's played in a game for Stroke Titty once, so it does happen, but yeah, 99% of the time it happens against us. Sam's having some time to himself. Big game. He's missing the game next week, so he's obviously giving it his all. Getting himself in the zone, look at him. He knows it's game time. What's the score? What's that, they playing Bohemians? Oh, run! Done, Creasy. I can't win. I told you I put bricks on those gloves. Alright, lads. Someone do a rest for Steve.
Now, before we get into the second half, then just a quick word about our sponsors, YoungMinds UK. Now, they are a charity that get involved with young people in the community who suffer with mental health issues and disorders, and it's something we feel very passionately about and something very, very close to our heart. So there are many ways that you can get involved in such a great cause. Our shirts are available to purchase on our website for $34.99, and every shirt that you do purchase, a significant amount of that will go towards Young Minds UK. Now, if you can't afford that or you don't want a shirt, then there are plenty of other ways you can get involved. There'll be a link in the description about other ways that you can get involved with the work they do in the community, as well as other ways to donate your money. Every bit would be much appreciated. Now, let's get back to the action.
Great. Go with it, Steve. Go with it. Positive, positive, positive. Oh, I love that. Pen. That's a pen. Yeah, well done. Great. Which one? Whichever one of you did anything. You watch it onto your foot and then you turn away. Yeah, well done, guys. No, he's not. Oh, unlucky. Boy, Sam, go help that. Well done, Sam. They're both doing it. They're both doing it. They're both doing it. Standing, Sam, standing. And 3 or 4 minutes. Right, Locky. Concentrate now. Oh, I love it. Wait, he's got his shirt. Come back to the one. Oh, lucky one. Well done, lads.
Exactly the same thing. I'm going to try and get in your head.
But the thing is, right, Greeno, I'm going to say this.
Wait,
to
who are
now,
you?
right?
It's not even a foul, mate. So
Come in.
what a game of five-side football that was. I say I had a bad throw before it, and now my voice broke on camera about 95 times during that game when I was trying to shout and stuff. Yeah, unbelievable game of five-a-side. Real testament there to this format of football, and that's why we love it. So it's end to end, but there was so much tension in that game, backwards and forwards. I mean, we went quite comfortably into a 3-0 lead, and then Grez let one slipping in the front post. I don't know. I mean, the kid makes some unreal saves, but he's got one of them in the game. I don't know how it squeezes through, to be honest, but it did. And then, yeah, it was to and fro from them, really. At one point, they got it back to 5-4. You felt a few things were going against us, and considering, like I said, they brought in a ringer, one of the better players in this league for them tonight. So we had that going against us. And we had BFSB. They've been turning up to watch all of our games because obviously they're interested to see how we get on, and they're obviously scared about facing us next week. So they were cheering every single time Snoozemia scored and cheering against us, and yeah, obviously really didn't want us to win that game. We had the spacemen on the side, which seemed to be against us as well. And yeah, so a real testament to us in that game, because we had everything going against us. And we managed to come through, and especially like when we went 5-4, or they brought it back to 5-4, that could have been a real moment, because one more goal for Snoozemia in that game could have lost us the league pretty much. Loves standing in the way. Secretly loves it. He just wants the time on screen.